Moxley, Moxley, and more Moxley. What a week for Jon Moxley. I'm Iain Chambers, and this is your WrestleZone WrestleZone Roundup. Well, we are almost 1 week removed from one of the most seismic shifts in wrestling history. So the majority of fans, myself included, AEW's first ever actual wrestling event was a massive hit. Now don't get me wrong, there were a few bits at the very beginning where I was a bit confused and underwhelmed, but by the time the credits rolled, I was all in, baby. And that was for a variety of reasons, really. The Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers. It's not often we see tag teams that can keep up with the Bucks in the ring, but Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix were the perfect opponents. These four men lit it up. Cody versus his brother Dustin was an instant classic. The history, the storytelling, the bleeding, the ending. Just gold from start to finish. And of course, Alpha versus Omega 2 was very enjoyable, but that match will forever be remembered as the tee-up for the biggest wrestling debut in recent history. Jon Moxley. When he dropped this breakout of prison video on his Twitter the moment his WWE contract expired, rumours of his potential road to AEW began to swell. There was anticipation and hope from many fans that he would show up at Double or Nothing, and that only made it more exciting when he actually did. And I have to say, the intensity he brought to the ring with him was absolutely electric. I loved that he came out to no music. I loved the mannerisms. I loved the DDTs. But most of all, above everything else, I loved that it was Jim Ross calling every single moment. I honestly believe that good old JR is in the top 3 of AEW's most vital signings so far. Now, I want you to listen to this. Just audio, no images of Jon Moxley's AEW debut, and I dare you to not get chills.
Good God Almighty, the roof just came off! Oh, God! The thunder and the lightning of Jon Moxley leaving his mark. Good God Almighty, the referee's down! Moxley and Omega! Moxley and Omega! On top of the stack of death! DDT! Oh! Good God! Oh my God! Get the EMTs out here! How do you like AEW now?
Thank God Jim Ross is back. Now, after Double or Nothing, AEW managed to break the internet yet again by posting this brilliant, unscripted, raw promo from Jon Moxley.
This is what you call a paradigm shift.
And shortly after that, Mox tweeted a video revealing himself as the mystery man behind the recent Time's Up promos teased by New Japan Pro Wrestling. He'll face the IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion Juice Robinson for his title at the Best of Super Juniors Finals on the 5th of June. Moxley is taking advantage of his newfound freedom already. We also know his debut All Elite Wrestling match will be against Joey Janela at Fyter Fest on the 9th of June. We saw the two have a smoking hot exchange on the latest episode of Being the Elite. And just when you thought the Jon Moxley news might chill out a little bit, Chris Jericho drops the latest episode of his podcast. And who was his guest on Talk is Jericho? Of course, it was the man of the moment, Jon Moxley, who went off on his previous employer, Mr. Vincent Kennedy McMahon. If you haven't heard this yet, you really need to. This is the most talked about podcast since CM Punk appeared on Colt Cabana's show. The question I've got for you right now is, who are you most looking forward to seeing Jon Moxley face on the AEW roster? Let me know in the comments below. And that is it for this episode of your WrestleZone Roundup. See you next week.